That's Josh.
I know this guy named Josh, and that's me. Yep. I know Banks.
And I know me. I'm Banks.
Yes.
Josh.
And we
Griping.
are odd places on
Oh,
the
oh yeah.
precipice.
Yeah.
Of,
Press. Is that it? It is in Spanish? Press.
no, it's not.
Precipice. No,
It sounds like
Italian.
it could be Italian.
Mhm.
What do you want on your precipice? Eh?
You make me hungry. Josh, griping. How do you deal with griping when people gripe?
I don't. What? I smile and nod.
Really? Do you think that
Yeah.
deters them from griping so much?
No, but it lets them get their energy out, and it diminishes. It disperses the gripe.
So I was on a phone call before this with a woman that was griping to me. She was upset, and you know, and I did. I mean, it was on a phone call, so she couldn't see me smile, but I was like, yeah, I heard her, I listened to her, and granted, that's what they need. However, the question is, are you nurturing griping by saying, yeah?
By tolerating it.
Yeah. Are you tolerating it? It's like, okay, she's gonna gripe. Is everybody gonna gripe now?
Well, it's kind of like force on force. You got to let them get it out first.
Yeah.
Then you can come back with what you want to say, which for me is usually, okay, now what?
Well, I mean, you want to be there for somebody to listen to them. And
Yes.
It's really, how then? I mean, because I'm not a big griper myself. I really try to find the beauty in everything, and I really push hard for that. I meet people that want to. I mean, I think majority of us want to gripe.
Well, it's easier
It's easier to gripe.
than to actually do something about it.
All right.
So you let someone gripe, you let that energy kind of
Yeah.
dissipate, and then, wait, what's next? Great. Okay. Now what are you gonna do about it?
Okay.
What's the next step here? What could we do?
When I was in high school, somebody would talk to me bad about somebody, and I would talk bad about that person they were talking about, and I realized that person was my friend. And when I got around my friend, I had already speaking poorly of him. I just felt bad. I was just like, oh, I don't like this. I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
However, the whole high school gossip mill was just, that's what people did. Oh, did you hear what she said? Yeah. Blah. So I got to a point where I just kind of like, whenever that came up, I was like, I don't want to get involved in this. Move away, listen to it, move away. Why do people do that? Why do they? Because you said it's easy.
Yeah, it's easier than actually dealing with the issue, than doing something about it. And it's a distraction, of course, right? Distraction from our own problems.
Yes.
So easier to talk about someone else and their deficiencies than actually focus on our own. Okay.
Yes, definitely. I had to make a shift in order to get away from doing that. And even as I'm older, and as I'm older now, I have to make if that conversation is going there, I'm thinking, am I propagating that conversation? Am I pushing that agenda?
Are you enabling?
Am I enabling?
Yeah.
How do I let's turn it? And I do find myself saying, well, how does it make you feel that they do that to you? Well, it makes me feel this way.
Yep. The thing you can't do that you gotta be careful with is you can't cut them off while the energy's still coming out.
Oh,
because then it bottles it up. If you try and put a wall there and like say something,
yeah,
they're not even listening. They're just still trying to get that energy out.
I gotta get it out.
Let them get it out, and then when their yang becomes yin, then it's time for you to respond and say, okay, gotcha.
Okay, here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
An app. Let's do an app, a gripe app. You with me on this?
Okay.
And all they do
Just yell at the app.
They just yell.
You could do that. That's called a wall, man. You could just go yell at your wall. What's the app gonna do?
You ready? The app is going to yell back at them. No, wait. But it's going to yell back at them in their voice. Actually, it's going to yell. You know what it is? It's a recorder. Then they replay it and they hear it. Oh, my God. That might be actually kind of cathartic, I think.
Maybe. What it should do is it should take the gripe or the complaint and take the name of the person they're complaining about out and put their own name in. And then let them see how it sounds when the app is complaining about them.
Yes. Why not? Well, I mean,
You should.
that kind of works, I think.
That could work.
To okay. So this
Or
is
just have an app that says, now what? I heard you, now what? Every time you gripe, I heard you, now what? What are
and
you gonna
that's
do
a
about it?
very simple app, isn't it? That's a very simple. We could probably make that app. We could probably do it in like 5 minutes in a shoestring.
This could be part of your listening service.
Believe me,
Someone calls
I
you, you
have.
say, hey, now what?
Now what? Yeah. Yeah. I think, and I've thought this for a long time, that you go into a relationship with somebody and you start talking to them, okay, whatever amount of time you have, and as you're talking to them, you've used up all the good stuff to say, the thought-provoking stuff, the good stuff, and then you get to the point. There's a precipice. There's that one moment where you have nothing else to say. However, you feel obligated to keep talking. So what you do is you start going. You're going underneath the curve, so you go here,
Yeah.
and it drains and drains, and you're trying to keep it going, and then all of a sudden it goes below and you go negative. There's always that point in the conversation, and that's where I kind of like go move, like pivot, or okay, hey, I gotta go get some
Or
water.
just shut the fuck up.
I don't think
What is wrong with silence? Why is silence so abhorrent to people in this country?
I agree. What is it? It's uncomfortable. Silence is uncomfortable.
Sometimes. Yeah, kids.
You're right. I do have kids. Socially, it's uncomfortable.
Why? Why?
Are you are you being silent? Why is it? I don't know, because we feel like we have to keep talking, keep it going. I have that thing in me where I got to keep it going.
I wonder if it's because we're empty. I wonder if it's like a balloon that's sinking and we have to keep blowing hot air to keep it like floating. We're afraid to let the balloon touch the ground. You know what I mean? Like, you ever play that game where you're trying to keep the balloon from touching the ground?
Don't hit the ground.
Don't lose it. So we can't stop.
Yeah.
Maybe because we're just empty. We're just like, we feel like we have to keep filling it up.
Yeah, that's a good point, because it could be that if we stop talking, we have to think, and when we think, we feel like we're alone, and we go into this lonely state of mind.
Or we think about our emptiness. We forget that we have value and self-worth, and it just kind of.
No, Josh, do you feel like you have emptiness sometimes?
No, I'm always full of it.
Really?
Something.
I push energy to the point where I'm exhausted, and then I feel empty, and I'll go like, I gotta turn off.
Oh, I feel exhausted, but not empty. I guess there's a difference. Like, I could spend a lot of energy, and like I need to recover and relax and regenerate,
Yeah.
but I don't feel empty.
Okay, so what is the difference?
I just feel tired.
Yeah, I feel tired too, but I mean, what is the difference between being
Between
empty?
tired and empty?
Yeah, in this regard.
Well, one's not empty. I mean, you can be tired, but as tired versus empty. I got to think about an analogy for that.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel at the end of the day, I have exhausted everything, and I'm like, oh God, I got to get home. I just have to lie down. I have to just sit in front of the TV, watch something mindless, football, something. I don't know, and I just go into this.
I guess tired is when you got more to share, or you can, but you just don't want to. Where
Okay.
empty is there's
nothing there.
You can't. There's nothing more.
Right. I agree with that.
So I
You
guess
think
tired
though-
is you need a respite versus an end.
But do you think we're empty? I mean, look at us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We think we're empty.
I think that's why we talk. We have to fill the void. We have to fill our emptiness with something. Why talk otherwise? I mean,
Okay,
why ramble on? I guess.
Do you talk to yourself when you're by yourself?
Only when some inanimate object pisses me off, or when I talk to my adversary. Yeah, my imaginary adversary.
Okay, the one you're fighting
Yeah.
against, your
No, the one that gets in the way, and so I have to
Which
tell
is
it
you,
off.
right? Which you're telling yourself that, right?
I guess so. That's one way to
Yeah.
look at it.
Because when I'm alone, I do talk to myself.
What do you tell yourself? Like
I'm
happy,
like-
pretty things, or are you honest with yourself? Do you lie?
What was the last time I talked to myself? What did I say? What did I say? I said something like,
I like me. Do you
no,
ever say that?
no. I think
Look in the mirror?
I think I said some expletive that started with mother.
I don't know any like that, but okay. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are odd places on the edge.
Precipice.
Oh, precipice. I like that better.
Yeah.
All right.